Hey, welcome back. And you guys are still tuned into the Lowdown. And as you can see, we got some very special guests here today. I want y'all to welcome the podcasters, the new Blerd Order. I did not know you were coming. I would have worn mine.
No, it's not too late, brother.
It's not too late.
Pull up.
First off, man, thank you guys for being here. Fan of what you guys do, as you all know, man. But I want to talk about what is a blerd for people who don't know.
Now, the blerd is just slang or short term for black and nerd.
Okay.
You know, it's both embodies their own struggles as it is. You know what I'm saying? So that's all it is.
And here's what I love what you guys do, because when I was growing up, because I'm a little bit older, if you will, it wasn't cool to be a nerd. But the fact now, I see society, I see everybody out there actually embracing nerd, geek culture. So we gonna clap for that. Yes.
Yeah. Hey, listen, we taking the blerd back. You know, nerd, it used to be something that was like, oh, well, I don't know. He's nerdy or whatever. But now nerd is the one that hires the one that used to pick on us back in the day.
You ain't lying about that. Now, real quick, we want to get to know you guys. So give us your names, please.
All right. Well, my name is Vince, a.k.a. The Real Vince Taylor, a.k.a. Smiles Morales. What's happening, y'all?
There you go, man. Good to see you, Smiles.
What it do?
And this young lady up front here.
I'm Nolly.
Short and sweet. Thank you, Nolly. All right. My man.
I'm Talim Robinson, a.k.a. Bad Ty Bricks.
And I am Yasmin St. Clair, a.k.a. Yaz the Model.
Oh, yes. The gangster model. Yes.
Love it, yes.
Love it. Now, I got to ask you guys, how did you get started and why did you decide to do this?
All right, well, originally, like you said, nerds didn't really have a place to feel like they can be their outward selves.
No,
We only get that when we go to MegaCon and Comic Cons and things like that.
Yes.
But specifically, black nerds, there's a whole other struggle embodied inside of nerd culture. So our objective was to provide a safe space. And everybody that you see up here on this panel are folks that belong to that culture. So we just wanted to also let people out there know, like, listen, man, you're not alone. We get so many folks saying, man, I thought I was the only one, but no, poo, you ain't alone.
No, you're not.
So come on, pull on in. The water's fine. Come on to the Blerd Cookout. We're going to have everybody.
Bring your own dish. And here's what I think is so cool. Like I said, growing up, it wasn't cool. And I was in the anime comic books, and it was only a few of us that I knew from my community.
Oh, yeah.
But now with Hollywood taking notice, we're the biggest consumers in this country, and people are starting to look at what we want and what we want to see on the screen, the small screen or big screen.
Yeah.
So we get things like Black Panther coming out.
Pull up.
We get the actual shows on TV that show us Black Lightning and whatnot.
Come on, man. I mean, remember, all we had was Meteor Man. No disrespect to Robert Townsend, but when Marla Gibbs is your only partner, I don't know if we're going to make it. 227, I love it. But when you see, when Black Panther pulled up and hit that billion mark, it changed everything. And so they realized it's not just having black characters. A whole entire black cast can actually carry a movie into the billions in the market. So that's one thing that we like to capitalize. And we say, look, Hollywood, look, don't be afraid of the all-black cast. Eddie Murphy did it with Coming to America. T'Challa did it with Black Panther. So Marvel and everybody, DC, all of y'all don't necessarily have to be afraid. Black is power, and it's power even in our dollars. So make sure y'all come on in. And James is coming in too. We know he thick fury.
Well, I am thick fury. I'm type 3. Now, Vince, I know that you're into comic books, man. That is your thing. But I want to know from each of you, what from geek culture do you really love? Like, my man, what got you into it?
Oh, man, I think video games probably got me into it.
There you go.
You know, I was always a big comic book lover, too, but video games was like the bridge that allowed you to like navigate with all of the so-called unquote cool kids.
Talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? So I know for me, you know, I went through the Ataris and I'm telling my age, but
yeah.
You
know what would happen if we showed kids today an Atari?
I have one.
One button.
A joystick.
I remember the time when we was in school and we all probably used to play what was it, Oregon Trail?
Oh wow!
Oh my God!
Which was the Apple computer, on the Macintosh computer. And we got to admit, even back then, there was no black people in that game.
Not one.
Ain't no black people in Oregon.
Say no black people in Oregon?
Nah.
And for you, Yaz, what really got you into the culture?
I would definitely say video games as well, just because both of my parents, like, that was a big thing in how we connected in our family.
Okay.
And still now, like, as I'm an adult, that's how, like, we connect. Like, my in-laws game,
Okay.
my mom games, you know, we game, my fiance and I game, like, you know, all my siblings do, because we're just a big nerdy family. So
I love that.
Yeah, we just embrace it in every way and every form.
And it got you. And Nolly, what about you? What got you into this?
For me, it started with video games. My dad would play Resident Evil, and I was so quick with the puzzles. So I would sit next to him, and I'd be like, all right, Dad, you got to do this, you got to do that. And so, but then from there, I segued into books and comics. When I was 9, my aunt gifted me The Hobbit for my birthday. And
Nice. You got a good aunt. Okay.
She tunes into the show every Saturday. She goes, you guys look good. This is a great topic. She's the best. But from there, it was books. I collected all the X-Men trading cards as a kid with my dad.
So did I, yes.
Okay, taste. Video games. And I made sure to pass it on to my kids too. We need more than one PlayStation in my house. We can't share. But,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so my kids have their own consoles and stuff, and you know, my partner games. I game with my best friends every day, and like, that's how I got into it.
Can you imagine Nolly with her dad when she's a younger and the zombies? Ooh, Daddy, look out, Daddy.
Shoot him in the head.
Shoot him in the face, Daddy. Daddy, it's coming,
But
Daddy.
I told you why you didn't bob and weave.
All right, guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more of the new Blerd Order right here on the Lowdown. Perfect. Hey, welcome back, everybody. You're still tuned into the Lowdown, and we are still having a fire conversation with the new Blerd Order. Yes! There you go, there you go. Vince got his face out and everything.
You know, we beat to the gods.
We beat, there you go. Y'all already know. So I find that the common theme with you guys is that you guys were doing this, and it's a family thing now as far as being in this culture, which I love, because you can make your kids love everything that you love. And that's the beautiful part. You can pass it right down to them.
Yeah.
My kids are big nerds too, man.
Yeah, man,
But I will say this, for most people in bird culture, you tell me if I'm wrong, most of us are great students.
Yeah, I know I can't speak for all of us, but yeah. I know I did my thing. You know
I did mine
what I'm saying,
too.
on the SATs.
Nolly's making a face like she...
I mean, I'm about to graduate magna cum laude, so.
Whoa!
There you go.
I'm telling you, that is my theory about blerds, man. I love to see it.
I don't know.
Now, there's been great debates in this country, y'all. We're going to talk a little bit about it. People say, you know, is LeBron the greatest or Michael Jordan? But there's a debate in the comic book community.
Here we
Is
go.
it Marvel or is it DC?
Oh,
all right, okay, all right, one at a time. One at a time.
We'll let Yaz take
Go
that.
ahead,
I was
Yaz.
gonna say it's no contest. Marvel has got that bag.
Okay, because it's debated all the time. But there's different facets to this argument. Let's break it down for a second, people who might not know what we're talking about. Okay, there's the animated world.
Yes.
Okay, there's the movie, the cinema world as well. And I think they're both very distinct and different.
Well, I
Gotcha.
would say that Marvel right now is running the cinematic universe.
I will
We know
agree with that.
MCU.
Yeah.
DC definitely has a level up on the animated series, but a lot of
Yes.
folks don't really check that out. But you got to necessarily go back to the origins of it and look at the beginnings. So DC being Detective Comics, they had Batman whose superpower was white supremacy. All right, let's sorry, it is what it is. White privilege. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, not white supremacy.
We gonna edit that
Batman-
out. Leave it in. I don't care. Come see me. I'm
Yeah,
Smiles
yeah.
Morales. I'm on top of your
Yeah,
building.
yeah. Batman
And then the
had
other
money,
thing-
yeah.
And the other thing is, then you have Stan Lee on the other side, God rest his soul, who ended up making some of his biggest franchises modeled after some of our historical black figures, such
Yes.
as Martin Luther King,
Yes.
Malcolm X, and the Black Panther series actually came from the Black Panthers as they were originated.
That's
so
right.
It's very well noted that they made a conscious attempt to make sure they included our culture, even though they weren't necessarily putting them in black faces. At the very beginning, they at least made sure there was representation. So that's why Marvel gets my vote when it's time for the election.
Gotcha. And you brought up something very important that people don't even realize, the social mirror that Stan Lee put up.
100%.
People don't realize the story of the X-Men is civil rights.
It's 100%.
Yes, Magneto and Professor X, that is Malcolm X, and that is Martin Luther King Jr. That people don't get it.
Come through, James,
Yeah,
with the
bro.
Blerd
Come
Spirit,
on,
man.
man.
Come
I've been
on.
with y'all,
Come
man.
on to the cookout.
Come on, man. I had my lunch money taken.
He's one of us.
I'm one of you.
That's right. man.
Absolutely.
That's
Do you feel the
100%.
same way about Marvel, though?
No, I totally agree. And it's funny because we'll get people in the comments when we post things like X-Men related, and they'll be like, oh, this is woke culture. Do you not know what X-Men is about?
They don't get it.
Maybe. Like,
Yeah. You got to understand. You got to do the research.
Yes,
That's right.
the research.
It's Google is free, baby. If you could fix your fingers to write some nonsense, then you could Google.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just to speak out on it as well, like we're now in an age where we're finally starting to upgrade and actually bring folks that are of culture into the fold.
Yeah.
So when you see a black fairy, when you see a black elf, when you see a black swordsman, when you see black people in fantasies, it's not that it's being woke, it's that we're finally catching up because black folks been wanting to be in J.R. Tolkien. Black folks been wanting to be in Lord of the Rings. So it's nothing that's new. It's just they're finally opening up to the fact that we've been here this whole time.
Yes.
And we never wanted to be excluded. So
There you go.
stop it with the woke stuff. We all here. We've been here the whole time. Let's just keep it real.
There you go. All right. Beautiful. Now for you, is it Marvel all the way too?
I mean, it's hard to go against Marvel.
He's a DC guy?
I was originally a DC guy. That's what I grew up on, and for the most part, DC just has tripped themselves up at every angle. Like every chance they get, they're just self-sabotaging.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now it's at this most recent turn of events where you get rid of Henry Cavill, you get rid of
Who was born to be Superman.
Thank you.
And for no other reason, that man was born
Seriously.
to be
It's
Superman.
And The
encrypted on
Witcher.
his birth certificate.
Yes.
Yeah. So again, DC has dropped like their biggest, selling piece, and I wouldn't be surprised if Marvel goes and snatches them right up and is like, yeah, well, let's show you how to use them right.
There you go, the right way. Now I gotta also ask because those are that's two of the biggest powerhouses when it comes to comics, Marvel and DC. But let's talk about sci-fi.
Oh.
Okay, we Star Wars fans?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
wow, all right. I saw the way
absolutely.
you said it, ma'am. Okay.
Come through, Kelly.
So before we go real quick, Jedi, Sith, or Mandalorian?
All right, I'm gonna go first. I'm a stone cold Jedi. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, because
Okay.
I need to wield the lightsaber, and the Force is with me
Gotcha.
wherever I go. Hallelujah.
Okay. Oh, feel you. Okay. All right. And you, ma'am?
I'm being Mandalorian. Jedi got too many rules.
Really?
I want no parts. I'm trying to party, hang out, and save the day. Clock out, go do my business.
Got it.
Jedi is a full-time job.
She
Got
can't
you.
even take off her helmet. I don't know what she's saying. Too many rules.
I got a
I
cousin
don't
the same
need
way.
to.
Go ahead. But a Mandalorian for you. What about you, my guy?
I'm a Sith Lord, man. I'm always rooting for the villain, man.
There you go.
Always.
There you go. I like that. I'm not mad at it. And yes.
I am a Sith Lord just because I'm rebellious and I do my own thing and I just get it how I live. So
You do things.
know.
You do things with emotion.
yes, an intent. So just saying.
There you go. I'm with you. I'm with y'all, man. I definitely want everybody watching y'all right now to be involved, get in the community. It's okay to do it. I want them to follow and support you guys. So can you give me your social media real quick?
All right, well, you can find us at The New Blerd Order or just New Blerd Order on all the social media sites. Hit that subscribe. Hoax, smash that subscribe button, and we'll definitely pull up. Comment, like, and all of that, man. We do interact.
There you go. You guys are wonderful, man.
Now, James, I know we got to go, but we wanted to present you something, man, because you seem to be blurred, in by nature. So we had a little something we wanted to present you, homeboy.
What?
Just let you know you are unapologetically black and unapologetically nerdy. We got the New Blerd Order on the side, and that's for you, homeboy.
Thank
Thick
you.
Fury style, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, man.
I know you thick Fury, so he gave you
All
the
right.
double X, you know what I'm saying?
Thank y'all so much. Unapology, fat in there too. Okay, thank y'all so much for tuning in. On behalf of myself, James Yon, my wonderful guest, the New Blerd Order, and as always, Tight Mike. Thank y'all for tuning in. We out. Bro, y'all all right, man. Thank y'all. Yes, yes. Oh, y'all. What? Oh, me?
All for you. All for you.
Oh, thank y'all so much. Mike, they love us.
They are prepaid.
They,
sir.
all right, nice.
There you go. Yeah.
I will pay you back.
Sure.
Never. But
All
thank
right.
you.